Hello, collective. It's that time again. It's time for another episode of Two Tones Tainted Talent Tarot Tales. I'm your host, Two Tone, and I've already picked the person we're going to be doing a reading for. That person is Lori Loughlin. So, who is Lori Loughlin? Well, I can tell you she's in the middle right here. That's Lori. And these are her two daughters. And what is this all about? Why is Lori Loughlin in the news? Who is Lori Loughlin? Well, Lori Loughlin is an American actress and producer. She is known for her role as Rebecca Donaldson Kostopoulos on the ABC sitcom Full House from 1988 to 1995, and its Netflix sequel, Fuller House, from 2016 to 2018. Loughlin is also known for her roles of Jodie Travis in The Edge of Night from 1980 to 1983, Debbie Wilson in the CW series 90210 from 2008 to 2012, Jennifer Shannon in the Garage Sale Mystery television film series from 2013 to 2018, and Abigail Stanton in When Calls the Heart 2014 to 2019. Loughlin was a co-creator, producer, and star of the 2 seasons of the WB series Summerland from 2004 to 2005. She was also in a movie in the 70s, late 70s and 80s called Amityville Horror, and another movie where she was like the girlfriend of the main character, a guy, and it was a bicycle movie called Rad, R-A-D, Rad. That was in the early 1980s. In 2020, Loughlin and her husband, Massimo Giannulli, pled guilty to conspiracy to commit fraud in connection with the 2019 college admissions bribery scandal. On August 21st, 2020, Loughlin was fined and sentenced to 2 months in prison. So I think what she did was she pretty much was able to bribe some universities into taking her 2 daughters, or one of her daughters. So let's look at the news lines, the news headlines. Deadline: Lori Loughlin to reprise When Calls the Heart character in season 2 of When Hope Calls. USA Today: Lori Loughlin to return to acting for the first time since college admissions scandal. ABC News: Lori Loughlin makes TV return 1 year after leaving prison. The Daily Beast: Lori Loughlin books first acting gig since stint in jail. CNN: Lori Loughlin marks return to acting with When Hope Calls, A Country Christmas. Yahoo: Lori Loughlin returns to acting after college admissions scandal and When Calls the Heart spinoff. Fox News: Lori Loughlin returning to When Calls the Heart role after firing over the college admissions scandal. People: Lori Loughlin books first acting role following jail time for college admissions scandal. E! Online: Lori Loughlin set to make acting return in first role after prison. Well, okay. So other people get to go to prison and they never get out, but she gets to go and gets out and gets right back on stage. Amazing. I think she's stunningly beautiful, but it's a shame that people, celebrities, and people in the public can just do whatever they want, go to jail, come out, and get right back on track to where they left. So we're going to do a reading for Lori Loughlin. Okay, universe. Here's a shuffle. We need to do a reading for Lori Loughlin, and I'm going to be doing a 3-card reading, and here is the spread. Take a look at that while I shuffle, and I've already shuffled a ton of times, but just to let you hear it and see it. So, which 3-card spread should I do? You got from letter A to M. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try E, the situation, challenge, and advice. Let's see where that takes us, guys. Let's see where that takes us. The situation, the challenge, and advice. Okay, universe, we need a card for Lori Loughlin's situation. Okay, so this popped out. It popped out like this, and I think this might be reversed. So let's see. It sure is. So this is her situation. And this looks like that TV show, the meth TV show. Why can't Breaking Bad? Yeah, this is Breaking Bad. And I'm not really sure which card that is. You know, I love this deck, but sometimes I cannot figure out. This could be the Hierophant. I'm not sure. I don't I don't think it is. I don't It could be Temperance because he's mixing stuff. I think I don't know. I'm not sure. We're gonna look it up in a minute. But this is her situation. So we're doing situation, challenge, and advice. This is her situation. Okay, universe. What is her challenge? What is Lori Loughlin's challenge? We're looking for Lori Loughlin's challenge. Whoa. Almost had two. Almost had two, guys. So let's see what this is. Aha. This is her challenge. This is the King of Wands. I'm not sure who the King of Wands is in her life. Is it her husband, Massimo? Is this King of Wands representative of the governmental authorities? Is this King of Wands representative of the school system authorities? Because, I mean, obviously, to me, that King of Wands looks like the TV show West Wing, and that looks like the president. If it looked like Donald Trump, is Donald Trump her challenge? That's weird too, right? But I think this is authorities. The King of Wands here, I think this card is representing the school authorities in her life right now. And maybe the legal authorities. Okay, that's her challenge. And her advice is, let's find her advice. Okay, universe, we need a card to tell us Lori Loughlin's advice. Oh, look at that. This came out like this, so we're going to take it like this. Normally it would look like this. This looks like that old 1980s TV show Dallas, and it's about J.R. Ewing, who's an oil man. See, look at the oil. So this is her advice. It came out reversed. This is the King of Pentacles reversed for her advice. So let's get some explanation of these cards here. If I had a pause button, I'd be pausing it right now. So whoever makes these cameras, they need to always make sure they have pause buttons. Right? So let's see here. XIV. It is Temperance. So Temperance, let's see. What does Temperance say upright? Temperance upright says, you are being asked to blend things in a harmonious way, and you have the ability to achieve this goal. You are learning to temper your ego needs with the legitimate needs of the spirit within. This is a time of inner growth and outer harmony. With patience, you can blend disparate elements, whether they are raw materials, resources, personnel, or ideas, into a harmonious whole. So she went into jail, she's got out of jail, so now she's trying to mix things up and make things amalgamate properly. That's what I'm thinking. That's her situation. Um, yeah, situation, challenge, and advice. Her challenge is the King of Wands. So let's get to that. So the King of Wands. The King of Wands says, upright, the king represents a man of status and wealth, an influential and independent person who is inclined to help those he cares about. You can rely on his honesty, intelligence, loyalty, and fair-mindedness, and you are sure to get good advice from him. If the king does not represent an actual person in your life, he can refer to a situation which is exactly as it appears to be with no hint of deception. This card can indicate that good fortune is coming your way, perhaps in the form of good news, a promotion, or an inheritance. So yeah, her challenge is to make that King of Wands situation happen. She just got out of jail. She's learning how to mix things properly, amalgamate them, and bring harmony after her illegal activities. After her illegal activities, she's now learning how to bring harmony by mixing things. And her challenge is to be this King of Wands. She needs to be this King of Wands. And her advice is the King of Pentacles upside down. Well, Pentacles is associated with money, and so she's been losing a lot of money. So let's see, King of Pentacles upside down. Some people consider this king reversed to be an extremely negative symbol, representing danger or an unwise business move. Others view the card as a warning to be aware of the small print in any contracts being negotiated. The king can also indicate unfair competition or shady business practices. So for her advice, she needs to beware of the small print on contracts, because shady business practices are involved. Okay, well, she's already been involved with shady business practices. So, yeah, I really hope she does make sure she's looking at the fine print. We're going to get some clarification from the Infernal deck now. Okay, guys, sorry about that. This little cheap camera died right in the middle. So we're going to finish this up with the Infernal deck and get her an animal spirit and see what's hanging around her. Yeah, I don't know if I can use this camera. It has some nice qualities to it. It's small. It's really small. It can kind of just stand on its own little feet that I have screwed into it. It comes with a waterproof container. If I wanted to put it in the water, I could do that, which is interesting. It has Wi-Fi capabilities, but it has no pause button at all. It's almost mind-blowing how any camera anywhere could be sold and you're unable to pause it. So, okay, universe, we need a clarification for the Temperance card for Lori Loughlin. Oh, again. I got this card in the last reading, guys, and I shuffled my deck pretty well. So there's resistance here. She's got some resistance to Temperance, to being patient, to mixing and amalgamating things properly and being harmonious. I wonder if that resistance is coming from her or from some other source. It's kind of interesting. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the King of Wands for Lori Loughlin. So it landed like this. I'm going to turn it like that. She's indifferent. She's indifferent to the King of Wands. And I think she's not ready to be this responsible, well-rounded person. I think she might be pissed off that she even went to jail. Who knows? Her advice is the King of Pentacles reversed. So she needs to look at the fine print. So, okay, universe, we need a clarification for the King of Pentacles. Whoa. Home robbery again. Home robbery came out again. So, yeah, she's already been robbing other people, you know, of their opportunities by paying off people to get her kids into college. So why not rob somebody's home? So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully she won't be trying to rob anybody's home, or maybe somebody needs to rob her home. I don't know. I don't know what kind of clarification that is for that. But she needs to be careful because she needs to read the fine print, so she doesn't want to get her house robbed, and she doesn't want to accidentally rob somebody else's house. Who knows what she's up to, right? She gonna rob their house and put food in the fridge? Or rob the house and take food out? I don't know. So we're gonna get some animal cards for her real quick, and then we're gonna call it complete, because who knows if this camera is gonna stay on. Okay, universe, what animal spirit's hanging around Lori Loughlin? I think I might end up using this camera only for the tight spots, like doing a reading in a car. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make sure that I use it for that, for reading in cars. So you might see some episodes, some really quick, tight spot, terrifying 2-card episodes, and it's gonna be from this camera probably. Okay, universe. What animal spirit's hanging around Lori Loughlin? See, I would have paused it by now. I would have totally paused it, gotten a spirit card, and be done. But this manufacturer thinks they don't need to put a pause button on a camera. What camera doesn't have a pause button, guys? Come on now. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull out the magical die. So now you're gonna hear me going into the bag. Stupid, huh? Okay, there's a magical die. So, we're going to throw the magical die to find out what animal spirit's hanging around Lori Loughlin. $14. Okay, so let's put this over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So apparently there's a sheep hanging around Lori Loughlin. Wow. So I wonder what that means. I'm not sure, but lambs tend to get led to the slaughter. So she needs to be careful because there might be a home robbery and somebody might break into her house and leave a sheep there. Or she might break into somebody's house and leave a sheep there. So beware of Lori Loughlin breaking into your house and bringing a sheep and leaving it in your house. Just be careful, okay? So I think this is going to conclude this Tainted Talent tarot tale for Lori Loughlin, who just got out of jail. That rhymes. So I'm gonna maybe I'll make her nickname just got out of jail, Lori Loughlin. So until next time, I'll see you later.